Welcome to the state of PA football as PA Football News presents its weekly look at high school football across the state.
Don't wanna sleep in, cause I got something to prove. I gotta take what I hate and finally make a move. I think of you and all the shit you don't do. Well, I'ma make hella sure that I don't become you. I have no regrets, yeah, I'll tie up my chest. I'll never forget what it's like to be in.
Did you know there are 555 total high school football programs in the state? Did you also know there are a total of 58 college programs ranging from D1 to D3 in the state of Pennsylvania? Whether you're a bulldog, a lion, a crusader, an eagle, or a millionaire, we got you covered.
You already know, turn that to gains, let my money show. I've got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you can never own. So fight and die.
Here at PA Football News, we got you covered. And now, your host, Billy Splay.
He remains closely connected to the Broadway community and enjoys returning to games to support and watch the next generation of players. As a proud Penn State football fan and six-season ticket holder, Anthony continues to embrace the traditions and camaraderie of the game. The energy of Beaver Stadium, from the fans to the tailgates, brings back memories of his own playing days at Broadway. As a member of the 2016 Lezzer Lumber Classic, being honored at this all-star event is meaningful to him. It represents not only a point of pride, but the lasting bonds of teammates, life lessons learned, and the full circle journey that football has provided. He is deeply grateful for the support of his family, coaches, mentors, teammates, and community. He remains proud to celebrate and support the tradition of excellence, both on and off the field. And our other honorary captain tonight is from Penns Valley High School, Benjamin Alexander. He is a graduate of Penns Valley and a 4-year contributor and 2-year starting safety at Liberty University, where he totaled 90 tackles, 2 fumble recoveries, and 4 pass breakups. He played a key role in leading the Flames to 3 straight bowl victories, including the 2019 and 2020 Cure Bowls and the 2021 Lending Tree Bowl. Alexander earned both his bachelor's degree in business administration and master's degree from Liberty. He currently works as a college advisor while pursuing a career in financial advising. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a round of applause for our honorary captains tonight, Anthony Zacco and Benjamin Alexander.
All right, everybody, welcome to a very blustery and windy Mifflin County High School for the Lezzer Lumber game, the 42nd annual Lezzer Lumber CPFCA Classic here at Mifflin County High School. What a beautiful setting it is. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous night, except for one thing. We've got like a 450,000-mile wind blowing right in our faces, right up here on the top of the press box, so bear with us on the sound. As we get ready for kickoff, I want to thank all of our sponsors who make this possible. I want to thank Coach Com. I want to thank Safer Sports. I want to thank Circle W Sports. I want to thank CWTAP, your viewers. I want to thank those guys for all tuning in. I want to thank Leading Edge Fundraising. I want to thank Patriot Landscaping. What a great job they do in this area, in the Huntington area. If you need landscaping, get a hold of them. Well, everything we do here, we can't do without all of our sponsors. We have many, many more sponsors that we're going to mention throughout the evening here on PA Football News. Right now, we're going to break away. We're going to take a commercial while they do the coin flip. We'll be back with the call of the game right after these messages from our sponsors.
Thank you for calling Promises Internet Service. Please remain on the line. Due to high call volume around the world, it's likely you'll be on hold for well over an hour.
Get faster speeds for less money than the national companies at CenterWisp in Central Pennsylvania. CenterWisp is your fast local internet provider. For more information, go to centerwisp.com. That's CENTREWISP.com. Now with faster speeds.
Ladies and gentlemen, another announcement.
And welcome back to the
recognition.
Lezzer Lumber All-Star Classic. I'm Billy Splain, owner of PA Football News. We're proud to bring you this game each and every year. Please bear with us while we're standing on top of a speaker. And we've got a wind blowing in our face. It's crazy. Right now, I want to introduce the two guys who are going to call the game for us. To my right, they're both somewhat new. One's really new to our website. So welcome to the broadcast, Travis Snyder, who does our reporting from the Tyrone area, and Jay Pagliera, who also happens to be from the Altoona-Tyrone area. Gentlemen, take it away. Let's hear about these lineups.
Well, thank you very much, Billy, and thank you, as Billy mentioned, for joining us here in beautiful Central Pennsylvania. Lewistown, PA, beautiful field. We got a great game in store for you. The 42nd annual Lezzer Lumber Football Classic. As Billy said, it is a mighty windy afternoon, so be in for some high scoring and some wind chill factor here in the middle of summer. But Travis Snyder, thanks for joining me, my broadcast colleague throughout the game. Travis, how you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. How about you?
Hey, fantastic. It's not a better place to be than in here in beautiful Lewistown on a Friday afternoon, middle of June. And a quick rundown of some of the names to pay attention to now. The North, who will be playing in the blue jerseys. They are coached in this afternoon's contest by Chase Hill, the head coach of Glendale. Assistant coaches Matt Irvine, also of Glendale. Jeff Roman of Phillipsburg, Osceola. Brandon Anderson and Dave McKnight, also of the Mounties. So keep an eye on that. The South did win last year's game, broke a 2-game winning streak by the North, but pretty stacked roster for both sides. We got players from all over Central Pennsylvania, Hollidaysburg. We got Clearfield. We got Phillipsburg. Got some of your Tyrone guys out there. So who's some of the Tyrone players that you think we should pay attention to in the season to come, man?
Definitely Eli Woomer. He's the number one. Last year he played quarterback. For this game he's playing wide receiver. In 2024 he played wide receiver and was like 200 away from 1,000 yards. They had a very diverse wide receiver class that year.
And obviously another one, number 15, Braden Parsons. He's starting wide receiver for this afternoon's festivities, so we'll keep an eye on that one for the Golden Eagles. And this is a game brought to you by the Central PA Football Coaches Association. Game directors Larry Weiser and Tom Shearer. And Glendale head coach of the North will be Homer Delatry of Hollidaysburg. True class gentleman, has done some great things with the Golden Tigers. Led up to the state quarterfinals each of the last 2 seasons. Looking to build off of that here. But this year, we've one of the several All-Star games played here in the state of Pennsylvania. Got this to Big 33. Second, all you people here on PAFootballNews.com.
Yeah, one of the guys, hey, I'm going to run down a couple of these guys, too, that we need to keep our eye on because this is going to be something else here tonight. From Du Bois, they got one heck of a quarterback, Trey Wingard. He can sling the ball, and he plays defense very well. What a combination. And what does he have to throw to? Demir Code from State College. What a receiver. What a career he had down at State College. Just a great wide receiver and one heck of a target for we're going to see 2 quarterbacks, actually, from the North, Trey Wingard, and we're also going to probably see a little bit of Dante Lezzer as we get ready for the kickoff.
And just about Wingard, he did finish top 10 in the state passing yards each of the last 2 seasons, so certainly can sling the rock. And there is a kickoff going to be fielded just outside the 20-yard line, brought up to the 30, and down he goes. Football down at the 30-yard line, Travis. Going to be 1st and 10.
Number 1, Eli Wilmer on the return.
Eli Wilmer with the return. Mentioned Eli at the beginning of the broadcast. It's a little bit of what to expect, so it's a good speed. South wearing the white uniforms with red trim. Various different logos at each of the schools on their helmets. Here comes the first play from scrimmage. Have a 4 wide out set.
Cole Delatre at quarterback.
What a career Cole had this year, too.
Cole, the younger son of head coach Homer, handoff, and he's going to be struck down. Just looks like he got past the line of scrimmage.
Rice on the carry.
Rice with the carry for.
Brought down by number 55, Ian Valabon.
And Valabon with the tackle. Eli Rice, the running back out of Southern Huntington.
Gain of 1, second down.
Gain of a yard. Wide out set here again for the South. Another handoff to Rice. Bulldozes up to the right-hand side. Gains a couple of yards before being brought down, and we're going to have a third down play.
Rice again on the carry. Brought down by Gavin Dufour.
Football looks like it's down at about the 34-yard line. Gain of 3 yards.
Third down and 6.
Third and 6.
34.
Shotgun formation for Delatre. Chocolate marshmallow. We're going to find out what chocolate marshmallow is. I'm sure it's not something you put in your drink at the Sheets Coffee. One thing about football, Travis, some of these plays they call have some unique names to say the very least. We'll see what the chocolate marshmallow is here. Snap, snubbed a little bit by Delatre. Quickly recovers, but he is brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Going to be down at about the 32-yard line.
And apparently a chocolate marshmallow means drop the ball.
It's slippery. Like marshmallows aren't too slippery normally, Billy, but
for the South.
I guess if they got chocolate on it, it might be. And they're going to have a fourth down play.
So we're going to hit our first punt of the game.
Caden Snare from Huntington with the punt.
Yeah, you talk about different calls. One of my favorites is watching Matt Littell from State College call Oklahoma. Oh wait, break.
Snare back to punt for the South.
Let's go wide right. Let's go silver.
That sort of reminds me of Peyton Manning's old Omaha calls.
Yeah, as the punt goes away, it's a high punt.
Looks like he may have gotten his hands on it there, Billy, a little bit, and it's going to be inside the 48-yard line, brought down. So he calls Oklahoma in Happy Valley.
Ball is down by the South's Eli Rice.
Ball brought down by Eli Rice, and the North will take over.
At the South 48.
First and 10 at the South 48-yard line.
I couldn't tell. Did it hit the helmet of the South?
I couldn't tell if it hit the helmet or somebody got their hands on it, but looks like there was some interference with the punt. Good observation, Travis.
Thank you.
No, it did look like they could have hit their helmet. It's quick action.
Just heard that little noise there.
Yeah. First possession from scrimmage for the North.
Trey Wingard at quarterback, Colton Ryan at running back.
Wingard of the DuBois Beavers, as mentioned prior. 2 straight seasons where he finished top 10 in passing yards throughout the state of PA. Back to throw. Pass over the middle, going to be caught. And he's going to gain some yards. Friendly brought down at about the 38-yard line. See if it's enough. Looks like it's enough for a first down.
Pass is complete to number 0, Colton Ryan.
Colton Ryan with the reception.
Brought down by Corbin Yoder. Gain of 9, second down and 1.
Second and 1, so it's just going to be short of the first down. Colton Ryan, the running back from Clearfield, with 9 yards on the reception.
Colton had almost 1,500 rushing yards during the year.
And he's going to get some more here with the pitch to him. Inside the 40, inside the 30. He's going to have the first down and plenty more, but he finally dropped down at the 26-yard line.
Brought down by Owen Oakes.
Owen Oakes with the with the tackle.
Gain of 12 yards on the
12-yard gain, and it's going to be first and 10.
First down and
at
10
the 20
at the South 27.
7-yard line. So you said he had 1,500 yards on the season. We could see why, because that was a bulldozing type run. He's one of those big running backs, compact, that once he gets going, it's sort of like trying to tackle a freight train. A lot easier said than done. Back to pass. He's got a wide open pocket. Looks for his receiver, and it's going to be complete. Inside the 20-yard line in the red zone is the North. The reception looks like it's made by number 4, Mario Serafini of Central Mountain.
Wingard's pass complete to number 4, Mario Serafini.
And another first down. This is going to be at the 15-yard line.
It's a gain of 12 yards on the play.
Gain of 12.
First down and 10 for the North at the South 15.
So the North with a very nice drive. You mentioned, we saw that Travis talked about the interference with the punt. Got it good field position, and the offense has been really turning on all cylinders here in this first drive. Back to throw. That time going to be complete for a couple of yards. Before he slides down.
To Serafini.
And another reception by Serafini. This one for a gain of about 3
yards on the play.
And it's going to be second
down and 7 at the 12.
So, Travis, what's your call here? They're in the red zone. They're near the 10-yard line. If you're Coach Delattre, what play are you calling here?
I would keep passing it with the amazing quarterback from DuBois, Trey Wingard here.
Yeah, Wingard has the arm. He's got the accuracy. He's got the speed. He reads the field very well, too. And that field vision is the most important trait you can have as a quarterback. There's the pitch to number 0. Breaks inside the 10, inside the 5, and he is brought down. Run by Colton Ryan at Clearfield, and they are now inside the 5-yard line, and it's going to be 1st and 10. I'll give you the official markage here in just a few moments.
Ryan on the carry.
Another
Pushed out of bounds by number 7, Don Caruso.
Yeah, head coach Chase Hill, from what he's new to the ranks of head coaching here from West Branch. He's just got so many weapons at his disposal right now. I think this is going to be a high-scoring affair.
Yeah, it seems like it's even the Altoona Mirrors said this is a game that if you like scoring and you like offense, this is going to have plenty of fireworks, and we're not even 4th of July yet. There's the pitch inside, and that's going to be hands in the air. We'll see what the refs say. That is a touchdown for the North. Ryan, maybe not.
It's at the 1.
At the 1-yard line.
Of the goal line.
So the ref did put his arm up just short of the goal line, so it's going to be 2nd and goal at the 1. Ryan, though, with his bulldozing style, Travis, I have a feeling they may go to that well one more time here because he has had several big runs this drive.
No doubt. It's just going to be a little dive up the middle probably.
When you're this close, again, you got somebody that's such a powerful runner like Ryan. And Wingard can move too, so not too transparent, but they're going to hand it off. He's going to bulldoze over the middle, but he's going to be stopped just short, may even have lost a yard or two. Strong, stout goal line defense by the South. Ryan gains nothing. Lost loose. We'll see if the official markage loss.
3rd down and goal at the 1.
So no.
Tom Perusa, great year at Bellwood Annecy. A nice year for the Blue Devils altogether.
Matt Chapman comes in for Colton Ryan here. Matt Chapman is another one of those bulldozing running backs. I'll go right up the middle and get some good gains from PO.
See if they can mix it up here with the running backs. And he's going to hold on to it, and he's going to score a touchdown. Bust right up the gut for a 1-yard run.
Logan Steebeck.
Into
the end zone for
the
North touchdown.
Quarterback for Glendale with the first touchdown of the game, and the North goes up. Last score 6-0.
Yeah, I also totally missed that. Wingard came out there.
Yep, so they change up the running back. They change up the quarterback. Fait accompli. First points on the board, and what should be plenty here in this football contest.
Brandon Phillips on for the extra point.
Phillips on for the extra point for the North.
Wingard the holder.
And a kick, and that sails through the upright. It is good. And we have our 7-0 lead for the North. South going to try to rebound here with 5:39 left to go in the first quarter.
5:39 to play, first quarter. It is the North 7, the South nothing.
Your thoughts on that drive, Travis?
Basically what I thought it would be coming into this game. You know, Wingard starting it off there, then Colton Ryan doing his thing, bulldozing through.
And Billy, you've got to see enough of Homer Delatre's teams at Hollidaysburg. That looked like a perfect Homer Delatre called drive. Quick, efficient, proficient. Homer, that's right.
This is Chase Hill from
Chase Hill. Oh, Chase Hill.
Yeah, Chase Hill. I don't know much about Chase Hill. I didn't get to see him coach at all. So, I mean, like I said, he's got the weapons to move right down the field. And that's exactly what he did. Jenkins done all the way down the field. When he got inside the 10-yard line, he was able to power run and get it in the end zone.
Yep. Quick, proficient, efficient. Apologies to Coach Ray. Apologies to Coach for I got Homer on the mind for some reason.
That's not a good thing usually.
Though.
Phillips to kick off for the North.
Homer's a good friend of mine. Most of these coaches I know very well.
Oh, all class acts. Yep, Homer's definitely a class act.
Woomer misses the kickoff. And
that
it
goes
bounces in.
Yep. So they're going to take the football at the 20-yard line, Travis.
Ball goes into the end zone for a touchback. First down and 10 for the South.
The South will have the football here.
Once again, today's broadcast is brought to you by Patriot Landscaping and Excavating. If you need any type of landscaping whatsoever in the central Pennsylvania area, contact Dave Cassette at Patriot Landscaping and Excavating. You can find them on Facebook. Their number, 814-380-6273. That's Patriot Landscaping and Excavating.
Also, just realize it's 8-0. Is a field goal for this or an extra point mean 2 points?
That's a good question.
Yes, it is 2 points.
So a little different from normal. If the extra point will be 2 rather than your traditional 1.
It all depends on where you kick from. If you back up, I think it's from the 20.
Back to pass. Got an open receiver. And nice jumping catch. He's going to have that inside the 40-yard line. A long passing play there, Travis.
Delatre's pass
By
is complete
Delatre.
to number 1, Eli Woomer.
Delatre to Woomer. We've seen Woomer make plenty of big plays like that, and Delatre make plenty as well. And the chemistry on display here on the field.
24 and a South first
Yep,
down.
that's right to Eli, that Tyrone guy. Thought he'll be a little rusty with wide receiver being a quarterback all last year, but obviously not.
That 24 yards on the play. Be first and 10 at the 44. Delatre back to pass. Time to throw. Looking for the open man. A rush in there, and he is brought down. Like tackle made by number 50.
Delatre is brought down by number 50, Logan Rarick.
Logan Rarick.
Logan
No
out of
gain on the
Belfont.
play. Second down and 10 at the 44.
Got to see Logan many, many times this year. This past year, he was all over the recruiting circuit. Heading to Shippensburg.
And drug down. Number of players in on that
Eli
play.
Rice on the carry.
Rice with the carry, but gains nothing on that one.
Gain of a yard on the
Yeah,
play.
maybe a yard.
Third down and 9.
Yeah, a third down situation. Trying to capitalize here on a third down situation. Back to throw. Passed over the middle. Caught. Gains ahead yards, moves past the 50-yard line into their own territory.
Delatre's pass complete to number 15, Braden Parsons.
Completion to number 15, Braden
Brought down
Parsons
by number 10, Kobe Kephart.
of Tyrone. Cody Kephart with the tackle.
Gain of 5
Kephart
yards on
of
the
West
play.
Branch, a gain of 5.
Going
Fourth
for it.
down and 4.
Going to go for it here, Travis, on 4th and 3. Colton Replogle in formation of Claysburg calling the Oklahoma play.
Oklahoma.
We
He's been
talked about
talking to
it
Matt.
We'll see if it's Tulsa or OKC. Pitch this one. Well, it looks like it may be enough for the first down. A nice run
Rice, the ball carrier.
by Rice.
Brought down by Dalton McDermott, but not before a gain of 7 yards and a South first down.
Gain of 7 and the first down. Eli Rice of Southern Huntington with the run. And this drive continues. Ball at the 43-yard line with 2:56 left to go in the first quarter. Another run, and this one going to be inside the 40-yard line
Rice again on the
by
carry.
Rice.
Brought down by a host of North defenders.
Travis, you being a Tyrone guy, it's a new era for Tyrone football. John
Beautiful.
Franco calls an end to
Second
his
down and
legendary
6.
career. One of the true great coaches here in PA high school football history. But the Golden Eagles in good hands with the new coach.
I think his name's Jason Jones. I haven't really studied that much over this offseason, but coming from Altoona, that's really good for Tyrone, someone from a more capacity school.
Back to pass. Over the middle of that one. Just batted down. It is indeed Jason Jones, a new coach for Tyrone.
Delatre's pass is broken up by number 1, Colin Cunningham.
Colin Cunningham with the breakup.
Here's a little saying
Third
from
down and 6.
John Franco and I are very good friends. A little saying from John Franco. A lot of times there's fights in these games because it just happens.
Penalty marker
They
on
get
the
chippy.
play.
They go crazy. While we watch the results of the penalty, we got a hold against the South team.
Holding.
I asked John, I said, why do you think there's so many fights in these all-star games all over the place? And he said, you got to remember one thing. He said, all season long, there's 1 or 2 or 3 alphas on the field. He said, when you get to the all-star game, there's 22 alphas on the field at the same time.
That is an interesting perspective from Coach Franco. But then again, Coach Franco was full of infinite wisdom and I think could break down football better than most. Back to throws to Latre. Got time. Open receiver. Down. We hear some groans from the.
There it is. There's a
bleacher.
penalty.
There's a flag. Yep.
Yep.
Looking for a possible pass interference penalty on that one.
Delatre's pass intended for number 30.
That was definitely pass interference on that play. No late on the flag.
On the play.
I would, as a referee, I'm calling that flag.
I agree. Go Travis.
You know, the ball was underthrown. I kind of understand why a little contact there, but even if it's underthrown, you got to watch what you're doing as a defensive guy. So
Pass interference against the North.
So pass interference is going to move the football ahead a few more yards. With 1:56 left to go here in the first quarter. Another set of downs for the.
That 15-yard penalty will put the ball first down and 10 for the South at the North 15.
So they are in the red zone now. As mentioned, at the 15-yard line, first and 10. South driving. We'll see if they can capitalize on that 15-yard penalty. Latre. The handoff. Oh, it looks like he's going to hold on to it. He's going to hold on to it. A fake handoff. Gets his helmet knocked off in the process, but gains looks like he gained a yard or so.
Delatre brought down by number 52, Brant Parker.
You know, with Autry's good passing season, he also had a very good rushing season as well.
Oh, yes. Move definitely is what you call one of those blue chippers, Billy. Well, they've had a couple of really good deep runs into the playoffs. Their problem is they keep running into the juggernaut that's Roman Catholic, who won the state championship this year under Rick Brady.
South takes a timeout. We're going to take a timeout.
You want to be able to play as hard as you can, as safe as you can.
Whenever I have the safe cap on, it absorbs most of the blow.
You can tell it's a little bit softer. When you get hit, it's just like kind of bounces off instead of reverberates through your helmet.
So when we look at this test, when we have a safer cover on a football helmet, on average, it reduces.
We are back from Mifflin County High here in Lewistown, Pennsylvania. PA Football News and the Lezzer Lumbar Classic. We got a second down situation for the South driving. And he's going to be brought down just inside the 15-yard line.
Edmiston with the carry.
Edmiston with the carry.
Brought down by Dalton McDermott.
McDermott.
Gain of 3.
We have a gain of 3, and it's going to be third and 9.
Evan is another one of those guys that just go right up the middle and bulldoze us through everybody.
Oh, yeah. Talked about West Branch, a name to pay attention to. Their stud quarterback, Connor Denko, name to watch in 2026. Man, that kid, 1,300 yards as a sophomore. Continues to improve and impress. Expected to be one of the better quarterbacks in the state of Pennsylvania this season. We have delay of game penalty.
Delay of game against the South.
The delay game is going to move them back 5 yards and back at the 19-yard line.
3rd down and 14 from the 19-yard line.
35 seconds left to go in the first quarter.
Back throw. Aiming for the end zone, and it's going to be caught for the touchdown. A 19-yard touchdown pass. And the South now strike.
Cole Delatre's pass complete to number 1, Eli Hoover, for a South touchdown.
Delatre to Woomer for 19 yards and the score. Looked like a game of pitch and catch out there, and that's clutch, man. A clutch play when you third and some distance with at the 19-yard line. You have little room for error with 1 down left, and they made the most of it.
Yeah, I would in that situation 100% go to Woomer. I think as long as Cole's in there and Eli's in there, it's going to be a great combination for the game.
2-point extra point for Caden Snare attempt here to tie this one up. Snap the kick. Up and no good. So
Snare's kick is no good.
The North retains its 8-6 lead with 29 seconds left to go.
The North 8 and the South 6.
Snare was 2 for 4 for field goals during the year, but his longest is 46, which is pretty good for high school.
That's a booming leg for his ranks,
We're going to take a 30-second break, hear from some of our commercials. We'll be right back with the remainder of the first quarter right after these words.
The Cobalt Plus headset system delivers proven performance along with more users, more flexibility. That's why coaches across Pennsylvania trust Cobalt Plus. CoachCom makes tough headset systems for tough teams. We build headsets to help teams win. Call or click to learn more about Cobalt Plus from the proven leader in football communications.
We are back from Mifflin County High School here, the Lezzer Lumbar Classic.
Snare will kick off.
Snare with the kickoff for the South. Game is 8-6 with 29 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Billy Swain, Jay Pagliaro, Travis Snyder in the broadcast booth with you here from beautiful Lewistown. Thank you for joining us.
Technically, we're on top of the broadcast booth.
That means we're on top of the world, Billy, right?
Well,
best view in the house. Kickoff going to be fielded. And he's got some distance. He made a nice run there. They have brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Number 21.
Made by number 21, Cooper Broad. Up Clearfield.
Brought down by number 27, Caden Horn.
Horn with the tackle. Gonna be
first down
at the 45.
At the 43.
I don't know, but I can tell you right now, my world is about to get better because I think within 10 minutes or less, the sun will be behind the clouds, and we will be able to see things up here. Makes it very difficult up here to see.
It'll be a little bit easier to see, huh?
Yeah, it'll be a little cooler up here, too.
Hopefully the wind slows down a little bit, though.
It has died down. Usually when the sun sets on a windy day like this, it calms down.
Back to throw. Time in the pocket. Scrambles. He's going to get, and he's hit. Does a dive and winds up at the 46-yard line. Number
Wingard on the scramble,
with the
brought
Wingard.
down by number 2, Gavin Harrington.
Gavin Harrington with the tackle. Wingard showing some of them wheels. And that'll bring an end to the first quarter after one quarter of play here from Lewistown.
First quarter with your
North 6, South,
and the
North
South
8,
6.
South 6. You're listening to the Lezzer Lumber Classic here on PA footballnews.com.
For over a decade, Circle W Sports has delivered top-tier athletic websites and helped numerous student athletes get noticed. Now, we're taking things to the next level with Showcase. We've reimagined everything, combining the power of our proven platform into one sleek, all-in-one profile that's customizable, dynamic, and built just for you. No more juggling multiple profiles. No more messy links. Every Showcase tier includes a personalized QR code and short link, making it easier than ever to share your story, anytime, anywhere. Think of it as your own digital scrapbook. Post highlights, add workout clips, upload photos, share your stats, achievements, and more, all in one place. Whether you're chasing scholarships, creating your personal brand with our name, image, and likeness offerings, or you just want to show off your grind, Showcase puts your journey front and center with packages starting at $9.99 per month. It's your game, your story, your future. Get noticed, get recruited, and most importantly, get ahead with Showcase.
Returning to action, it'll be 2nd down and 8 for the North at the 45.
We are back here from Lewistown, Pennsylvania, Mifflin County High. Jay Pagliaro, Travis Snyder, and the illustrious one, Billy Splain, here in the broadcast with you. Thank you for joining us as we have a 2nd down play. Start off the 2nd quarter. You're enjoying what you see here. Be sure to check out our official X site at, again, you can find us at PA Football News on X. Also, you can check us out on Facebook and, of course, PAFootballNews.com. Your official source for all things Pennsylvania high school football. We have a 3rd and 3 at the 49-yard line. If you're just tuning into this video broadcast, there's going to be a handoff to number 0, Colton Ryan. He's going to gain some yards. We'll see if it's enough for the first down, Travis. It looks like it's with room to spare.
Yeah, just probably about a yard past the stick there. So
Down by Caden Horn.
1st and 10.
Caden Horn with the tackle.
That gain will result in a 1st down for the North at the South 45.
We also do have Instagram. It's not a main tool for us, but we are on Instagram, PA Football News, DOT.com.
Have you done the TikTok thing yet?
No.
I've yet to figure that out. I don't see the appeal, but hey, you never know. Coming soon to a TikTok near you. But in the meantime, check out Instagram, Facebook, and X, as well as our official website. Pass, wide open receiver, caught by number 4, Mario Serafini of Central Mountain.
Leaders pass complete to Serafini.
And looks like it's going to be another first down.
By Evan Edmiston.
You can also catch our programs that we do on video
Gain of 14 yards
on
the play.
our partner television station, CWTAP, down in Emmaus. We are live right now. Welcome to our broadcast to those viewers on CWTAP. We have Alex Fidrusevsky, been a good friend of mine for years. We are partnered up, and we are glad to be partners with the Polka King.
The Polka King. Hey, Polka is king back in Eastern VA. I know my wife's from there, and it is a different ball game. Ryan with the carry, and going to be tackled. Looks like no gain on the play.
Tackled by Bo Taylor,
Ryan
bald eagle.
Brought down by Harrington.
Oh, never mind.
Gain of 1. 2nd down and
So a
9
small
at
gain.
the
They're going to
30.
give it a gain of 1, so it's going to be at the 30-yard line. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, the TikTok thing. Listen, I do so much. I don't have time to do anything extra. I'm maxed out right now. I have 4 or 5 extra minutes for my wife. She's happy with that.
Billy, I'm an old school guy. When they first started talking about TikTok, I thought they were talking about the game. I said, "Where's Toe?" Back to pass. It's Wingert. He's got time. He's going to run with this one. Pass on the run. It's going to be complete inside the 20 and down at the 10-yard line. Complete to number 0, Colton Ryan. And once again,
brought down by Caruso.
The North has it in the red zone. Gain of 20 yards. First and goal at the 10.
Yeah, Wingard's such a great quarterback. Colton Ryan's such a great running back as well. And can play a little bit of receiver. It's just, like we said, there's going to be a lot of yardage gained here in this game.
Wingard with some incredible instincts, as he showed throughout his 4-year career with the DuBois Beavers. That showed some instincts there, managed to make a play on the run, averted some tackles, and made a big pass, putting the North in good position. Run over the middle, 42 with the carry. It's going to be inside the 5-yard line.
Colton Chapman with the carry.
Colton Chapman.
Brought down by Edmiston.
Colton Chapman, number 42 of Phillipsburg Osceola, with a nice run. And we're going to have the football inside the 5-yard line. We'll find the official markage. Looks like there is a flag on the play. We'll find out what the official call is here in just a moment.
Flag on the play is an illegal shift against the North.
So an illegal shift
It'll be a
against the North.
5-yard penalty. It'll make it first down and goal from the 15.
So instead of the nice run, that's play averted by the penalty. Now they're going to be moving back 5 yards to the 15, and it's going to be second and 15. Another handoff, and this one breaks just outside the 10-yard line.
Chapman again,
Chapman again with the
brought down by a host of South defenders.
Once again, we want to
Gain
welcome
of 5 yards on the play. Second down and goal from the 10.
Jay Pagliaro to the greatest show on turf, PAFootballNews.com. I like that. I just made that up. I think we're going to go with that.
Hey,
we got you covered.
You're a poet and you don't know it. Billy the Improv. It's why they're the best source of high school football news in the nation. Pass, and that is caught, but we'll see if it is called out of bounds.
No.
But it is going to be a touchdown for the North.
Dante Lezzer's pass complete.
Touchdown.
Number 6, done to your code.
Lezzer.
In the back of the end zone for the North touchdown.
Dante Lezzer to Demir Code for the touchdown and 6 more points. And the North expands their lead to 14-6. 2-point extra point pending.
I couldn't tell from my view, but it looked like the receiver did a little bit of hands on the helmet of the
Number 27, Braylon Phillips
defender there, but
good observation. Apparently the refs given a little bit of leeway there, but hey, I get it. In a game like this, you know, it's sometimes you just have to let that fine line be tapped on.
yeah, it's an all-star game. Just
one is up, and it is good. So the North expands their lead 16-8.
Is good.
Phillips with a 2 for 2 on
to go.
extra point attempts.
Quarter.
Travis, you were saying with the all-star game scenario.
yeah, you can. I don't want to compare it to the Pro Bowl, obviously, but just give a little leeway.
Oh, absolutely. And if I'm not mistaken, all these players are seniors, so this is their last official prep football game before they move on to the collegiate ranks or some, other things in life. So we're going to give them a little bit of, grace. Now, in certain situations, like where it's a blatant pass interference call, they're going to throw it. But situations like that where that's that fine line, we'll give them a little bit of.
Definitely.
So, Homer DeLatre South going to try to rebound.
To kick off for the North.
Here with points on the board, finding themselves down by 10, 16-6 with 8:34 left to go in the first half. And a kickoff. Going to be Squibble inside the 10, going to be fielded. And some plus yardage by the kickoff returner, going to be brought down at about the 30-yard line.
Number 30, Colin
Return
Gibbons
made by number
return.
30, Colin Gibbons.
Tripped up at the 30-yard line.
Of
First down
Bellwood
and
Annis.
10 for the South at their own 30.
Colin Gibbons and the Blue Devils of Bellwood Annis, where he plays wide receiver and defensive back. Just a quick FYI, at halftime, the man, the myth, the legend, Billy Splain, will be down on the field presenting a scholarship to one lucky player, so you want to stay tuned for that.
Patriot Supply for helping us present this to one of these players. It's really special.
Now, worried about Colin Gibbons is, it doesn't have the greatest stats last year, but that's because just Bellwood was such a great football team with a bunch of running backs. But he is definitely a great running back.
Stats don't always tell the full story.
Definitely
either.
not.
Stats can sometimes be deceiving, and in this case, the numbers may not pop, but the ability is definitely there. And it looks like the ball was flubbed a little bit there. Nice recovery by.
Fumble was recovered by DeLatre.
DeLatre.
He advances at 6 yards to the 36.
And that's what you call making the best of a tough situation. Fumble to snap, but DeLatre with quick instincts, recovery, and he gained 6 yards as a result.
Yeah, definitely good heads-up awareness for Cole there.
One of 3 DeLatres featured here today. Of course, his father, Homer, the head coach, and his brother, Caden, one of the assistants for this afternoon. DeLatre with the handoff. Nope, he's going to hold on to it. And a sneak. He's at the 41, brought down. More yardage for Caden Delatry. And we are going to have a first down.
On the keeper. Brought down by Bobby Hess.
Bobby Hess with a tackle fresh
Gain
in
of
down.
5.
Gain of 5. First and 10 at the 41-yard line, Travis.
41.
Yep, just taking it slow as of right now, but sometimes slow is better.
When we were kids, we learned about the tortoise and the hare. Slow and steady wins the race. Nice thing about plays like this, too, it takes time off the clock. When you win the time of possession battle in football, usually bodes well for you. There's another muff snap. Quick instincts and recovered, but he is going to be dropped at about the 35-yard line. So a
snap on a play results in a loss of 5
loss
yards.
of 5 yards. We're going to have a second down and 15.
Second down and 15 at the 35.
I'm going to have to go on Cole's fault on that one. He looked away when the ball was snapped. You got to be watching that ball.
Yeah, sometimes it's football, but it's been how many months away from it? They just started practicing for this again.
True, and the sun, the sun gets, sun's starting to go down a little bit, so I can also see maybe, a little bit of a distraction in that area. But like you said, the time away from the game, sometimes it's like not turning on a car for a couple of months. Now, granted, we know with his dad, he's not exactly sitting at home playing Madden 26, you know what I mean? And makes up for a nice throw, but it's going to be incomplete just over the intended receiver, number 27, Caden Horn.
For Horn is incomplete.
And we're going to have a 3rd and 15.
Third down and 15.
But practicing, like you said, Travis, and actually being in in-game action, two completely different animals.
I mean, just look at the regular season. The first game, you can't judge a team by the first game. They can lose 80-0, then win the state championship.
Oh yes. I forget what state it was, but wasn't there a team? Maybe it was basketball this year. One of the teams had like 3 wins and they wound up winning a state title. I mean, it's you can't ever judge until the games are done, and that's pass complete to number 1. That's going to be Eli Woomer. Going to gain some yards,
complete to Woomer.
but we're going to have a 4th down.
Gain of 2 yards on the
gain
play.
of 2.
Punt team coming up.
Brought down by Easton Amy. 4th down and 14.
Yep, 4th and 14. Easton Amy with the tackle. No point trying to risk it this early in the ball game.
Snare back to punt for the South.
And Snare with the punt. Now, we remember what happened last time a punt happened. Either it was the helmet may have got it or the hands may have got it, so which led to the first good field position and first touchdown of the game. Code back to return. There's a punt. This one, nice punt. Going to drop and bounce inside the 20. Going to be fielded by Code. He's at the 30. He shifts, avoids a tackle, almost avoids another tackle, and is brought down at the, we'll call it the 26 or 27-yard line, Travis.
Eli Woomer missed the tackle there. Then his teammate from Tyrone, Brain Parsons, comes up and get it again. Unfortunately, that missed tackle actually helped them because he actually went back a little farther.
So sometimes that's what you call a net negative turning into a positive.
Yes.
Here comes the wind. So if you get back, the sun dropped and the wind decided to revisit us here. It wouldn't be football without the elements, my friends.
Just can't wait for the fall weather.
I can't wait for the fall weather, but I don't know if I like the winter weather. I was at the state title games, and some of those games, man, by the end of it, our skin color was the same as the trim on the South jerseys. So definitely fall is forthcoming soon, though. Pass to the sidelines, incomplete. Second down.
Intended for Serafini. It's incomplete. Second down.
It looked like Colton Ryan was going to get a little bit open there, but just had to throw it.
I think the sun doesn't want to go down. Fight.
It's still fighting, man. It's still fighting. My day's not over yet.
It's actually, this is the worst win, I think, so far.
Yeah. That's keep in mind at the beginning when we first got here, Travis, we were having to pin everything to the ground. Including chairs, hats, jackets. Back to throw with Winger, and he completes. And he's going to have a nice little gain on that one.
Peters pass to Colton Ryan.
Colton Ryan.
Brought down by Corbin Yoder.
Yoder with the tackle. Ball just outside the
First
40-yard line. Still be a first down.
At the 39.
At the 39-yard line.
Nice little sidestep from him.
5:01 left to go here in the first half. North leads this one 16-6 here at the Lezzer Lumbar Classic from beautiful Mifflin County High, home of the Huskies. Again, I am Jay Pagliaro, joined by Travis. Pitch, and he's going to be inside the 40-yard line, just outside the 45, being brought down.
Ryan on the carry.
Once again, Colton Ryan with another carry.
Right now, how Colton's carrying the ball and getting yards reminds me of just like last year with his teammate.
Gain of 5 on
Can't remember how many yards he had, but it was over 100.
Around 44.
I think they both pushed close to 1,000 last year. Back a couple years back, too. Definitely was an impact player in Clearfield's run into the PIAA state playoffs. Ultimately down by Thomas Jefferson. Pass throw, and it's going to be incomplete.
Looked like a miscommunication on the quarterback and wide receiver. Wide receiver went in, ball went out.
We have a 3rd and 5 from the 44.
You know, about them just getting back to the grind of football here. And they're athletes. I would never be able to study these plays and how many weeks they have to practice this game.
And, you know, you're playing, you're used to your set teammates, you have your set rhythm, your set routine. These guys have practiced together, but it's not the same as many years as they have. So, you know, sometimes we're going to get those miscommunications. It even happens when players have been together. You know, it's a game of minutes and seconds when it comes to football. Hand off, and he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Some good defensive instinct shown. Psyched up is the
Ryan on the carry.
Tackle made by Kevin Harrington of Mifflin County.
No gain on the play.
No gain. We're going to have a 4th down and 5.
You think he's playing extra hard knowing he's at his own turf?
I think so. Last game at home in front of his friends and family, you know, home field advantage. A little bit of extra out there.
He's going to be kicking into the wind here, so this is going to be a tough kick.
This is going to be interesting to keep an eye on that. Like Billy said. And he jumped offside, so we're going to move the football ahead and penalty marker on the play. That's going to be an offside penalty.
The South.
And fresh set of downs.
That penalty is going to result in a 1st down for the North.
I wasn't paying attention, but apparently it was 4th down there, so that was huge.
Fresh set of downs, like you said, matter of minutes and seconds. The fifth element in football is the penalties, and that one a very crucial one for the South. And the North drive continues up 16-6.
Already almost 3 minutes left in the first half here. It's going pretty quickly.
Time flies in these games. Taking off in the game. Half left plus 3 minutes and 10 seconds. Point to tackle. And he escapes again. They're going to be finally pushed out of bounds at about the 49-yard line. Wingard again showing them will, showing them instincts, managed to avoid a couple of tackles.
Pushed out by Edmiston.
Yeah, it looked like a game, lost of 2, and it ended up with a gain of 1 there. So
we talked about stats.
No gain on play.
Earlier,
Second
Travis.
down and 10.
Those ones, a 1-yard play and normal circumstances. I say, you know what, it's 1 yard. But when you make a play like that with, you know, you're looking at a potential 2 or 3 yard loss, turn into a 1-yard gain. Again, that shows good football IQ and good field awareness. We have a 2nd and 10 from the 49-yard line. Going on to football is number 7, Logan Skiback. Already has a touchdown on the game and gained some yardage on that one as well.
Skiback on the carry.
I also want to give props to one of our best guys, Shane Lux, and his father, Bruce, coming in from Butler, PA, to be on the sidelines, tweeting out and writing a story. And I got to give Bill Spiker some credit for coming in from Pittsburgh to put together a nice photo gallery tomorrow morning on the website.
All right, Billy, I'm gonna throw some trivia at you. Who's the most notable alumni to play football for Butler High? And it ain't who you think.
There's 1 or 2. Got to run by 7.
Another play on the run on the play by Logan Skiback.
Skiback again on the
flag
carry.
on the play.
Lateral.
Flag on the play.
Brought down by Colin Gibbons.
Seen a little shove.
Penalty marker on the play.
Like Billy said in the words of the great coach John Franco. Hey, it's a bunch of alpha males out there. Alpha males going to do what alpha males do. All right, Billy, you got any ideas who I was talking about?
I can name a couple of players, but go ahead and tell us who it is.
The late John
Illegal block in the back.
So for you WWE fans, better known as Big John Studd, was a defensive tackle for the Golden Tornadoes back in the 1970s.
I do remember that now that you mention it.
47-yard line.
Yes, you'll hear professional wrestling from me. You'll hear golf. You'll hear all sorts of unusual clips. Who are some of the other players from Butler you were thinking of?
3rd down and 11.
3rd and 11.
New quarterback in. I can't see it. I think so.
Point guard back in the game. Back to throw. Just over the head of the intended receiver, number 6. Mario Code.
Intended for Code is incomplete.
We're going to have a 4th down. So it looks like for the play action plays, where they, the running plays, they're going to shift gears at quarterback. And bring in
Braden
back.
Fisher back to punt for the North.
Whereas Winger going to do the most of the passing. And so it's mixing and matching a little bit.
Got to get those other quarterbacks that are in the roster in the game, of course.
Yeah, give them a little bit of shine.
Do what they do best.
High and tight and bounces outside the 31-yard line.
Fisher's punt goes out of bounds at the 32-yard line.
32-yard line. All right, Billy, I'll throw another one at you.
Ladies and
Freedom High,
gentlemen, your
Bethlehem.
attention, please.
You know who their best alumni there is, right?
People, please
Football.
report to the press
I didn't hear you.
box by halftime. Our major sponsor representatives: Mike Lezzer of Lezzer Lumber, Bill Musser, the Randy Zook family, Jim and Belinda Zauzig, Mary Slonsky, the Showalter family, the John Hayes representative, and Billy Splain. Our Hall of Fame inductees: Jeff Roman, Homer Delatre, and Steve Gibney. Our CPFCA Coaches of the Year from the North, Matt Littell, and from the South, Homer Delatre, and our CPFCA President, Bill Musser.
There was a guy that played for the Pittsburgh Steelers from Butler, PA.
Yeah?
Terry Henratty.
Okay. I'll show respect. I'll show love to our friends in the East because we do have people from our friends from Emmaus listening to us or watching us live. Pride of Freedom High in Bethlehem played football. Same breath as Big John Studd. Let's see if you know this one. If you smell what I'm cooking.
Gain of 4, 2nd down and 6.
The Rock, yeah.
Wayne The Rock Johnson. Yeah, we've had some. Sylvester Stallone actually played football for Abraham Lincoln. So PA has produced some superstars in all walks of life.
Can't recall the singer that played for Penn
Delatre
Cambria.
on the carry.
For Penn Cambria.
Gallagher?
Down by
I think
Logan
you're right. It
Rarick.
was Gallagher. Well, I know John. One of Hall and Oates played football in PA, in Philadelphia. So we decided to go into music. Yeah, I guess he just said it for his football career. I can't go for that. No can do. Right, that's bad. That's bad. You're not a Hall and Oates fan. Billy, I know you like Hall and Oates.
I ran sound for Hall & Oates.
Did you? My favorite band ever.
I'm a country guy.
Country. Who's your music of choice?
I love Tim McGraw since I was a kid.
Mechanicsburg. I got one for you. Mechanicsburg had a famous singer play for Mechanicsburg. I know you know the answer to that.
I know this one. I know this one well. Do you know it? Would that happen to be Brett Michaels?
That would happen to be Brett Michaels.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, ran sound for those guys too.
So you ran sound for Hall and Oates and Brett Michaels?
I ran sound for at
3rd
least
down and 7 at the 36 for the South.
back in the 80s and 90s. I ran sound for over 200 bands.
So he runs sound for bands and runs the premier high school football site on the World Wide Web, PAFootballNews.com. Throwing this one. Oh, he attempted to make a play with that one. Put his hands out for the catch, but just not quite there. Good
The
effort
Lottery
done by
pass
Colin
intended
Gibbons.
for Gibbons is incomplete.
Gibbons really made a pushed effort,
Fourth
concentrated
down
effort for
and
that one.
7.
Colin Cunningham also made the great stop.
4th and 7.
Of
Going
course,
for
I
it.
drove through Katanning yesterday, and you know who came from Katanning, PA, right?
Katanning,
That's right. It's a famous quarterback.
famous quarterback. A few. Not Montana or Marino for PA, Western PA, guys. Not Joe Namath, he's Beaver Falls. I give. I'm going to hit myself for not knowing this.
I'm going to give you a second.
Timeout. South.
We got a timeout on the field. Hey, we got a timeout on the field. We're going to take a timeout here. We're going to hear from one of our sponsors. We'll be
Ladies
right
and
back.
gentlemen, your attention, please.
Thank you for calling Promises Internet Service. Please remain on the line. Due to high call volume around the world, it's likely you'll be on hold for well over an hour.
Get faster speeds for less money than the national companies at Center Wisp in Central Pennsylvania. Center Wisp is your fast local internet provider. For more information, go to centerwisp.com. That's CENTREWISP.com. Now with faster speeds.
Halftime winner. You can pick this prize up in the press box as well.
I'm going to correct myself on this. He was a tight end. He played for Penn State. Nick Bowers. He also played for the Miami Dolphins.
I did Bowers, yes. See, the Dolphins have produced quite a few, Pennsylvania's produced quite a few Miami Dolphins. Obviously mentioned Dan Marino, Troy Drayton of Stilton here at Hills Fire, Jason Taylor of Woodland Hills.
Let's go way back. Pittston, Pennsylvania. Wide receiver for the Miami Dolphins.
It's not Paul Warfield.
No, it's not.
Ohio.
Good punt.
How far back we going?
Pretty far. All the way back to when Jimmy Cephalo played for the Miami Dolphins.
So the 72 guys, and that one down inside the 2-yard line. Very nice punt, very nice special team shown by
Snare's punt goes 68 yards.
68-yard punt by Snare. Needless to say, he put some boom behind that one. Reminiscent of Randall Cunningham's 90-yard punt.
It'll be first down and 10 for the North at their own 2.
Making up for that, the first little up in the air punt that he did the first time.
But I still am convinced that there was some interference with that one. Good special team defense, but he had made 2 very nice punts back to back. And the North is pinned inside the 2-yard line, so they've got their backs against the wall with 1:25 left to go. We'll see if Wingard and company can make some magic here. Would be a good feather in the cap for the South if they can stuff them here. Pitch, and it's going to be gain a couple of yards.
Colton Chapman on the carry.
Chapman with the carry. And looks like
Gain of 2 yards on the
2.
play. Second down and 8 at the 4.
He was originally hit at the 1-yard line, then he broke through it and was able to gain a couple yards.
Turned on that second gear after taking that hard hit.
I think they'll be looking just to get out of the half without giving the ball up.
Yep. Chewing the clock down as much as they can here, like Billy said, just to escape here without any damage done and going to the half up by maintaining their 10-point lead.
No surprise throws.
You never know. You got to, like if you look at the corner there, looks like there was an open receiver, but he's going to hold on to it and run. And going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. Looks at about the 11.
Chapman again on the carry.
My opinion, very dangerous play with a toss in their own end zone. Anything could happen there.
We've seen the ball slip loose a couple times there, so that could wind up be playing with fire. But that case, it did work out. All right, Billy, who's the Miami Dolphins?
Timeout. South.
And with that timeout, we're going to take a timeout. We'll be hearing from one of our sponsors.
You want to be able to play as hard as you can, as safe as you can.
Whenever I have the safe cap on, it absorbs most of the blow.
You can tell it's a little bit softer. When you get hit, it's just like kind of bounces off instead of reverberates through your helmet.
From Alexandria. You can pick that prize up.
So when we look at those tests, when we had a safer cover on
We are back from Mifflin County High School Football Stadium here in Lewistown, PA. PAFootballNews.com and the Lezzer Lumber Classic. I'm Jay Pagliaro, joined by Travis Snyder and Billy Splain. Final 21 seconds here in the first half. Leads this one 16-6. We've got a fourth down play coming up.
Chapman again on the carry.
So we talked before we went to the break about Billy stated the goal was to not have any serious damage done and get out the first half, and it looks like possibly they may have avoided any serious damage, but we do have a punt coming up here. We've already seen one punt nearly blocked.
It looks like they're taking this to the half.
They're going to run it out, so they are going to run down the clock and bring an end to the first half, and that'll wrap things up here from the first half.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the first half. What's your
After
score?
one,
The North
16, South 6. You're listening
6.
to the Lezzer Lumber Classic here on PAFootballNews.com. That was easy enough. Text Pat. I think so. With the presentations and stuff like that, probably might be in about 25, 30 minutes. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if I were to get one, empty. If I were to get one, I would probably. I'd say Wingard. Yeah, I'd say Wingard for ski back. What's the matter? Which one?
Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to announce at this point the 13 scholarship winners from the two teams.
I think that's a school.
The Central Pennsylvania Coaches Association holds monthly meetings throughout the year. In May at Bald Eagle Area High School, this association conducts a prospect camp combine for dozens of college coaches. We had over 350 participants at the combine last month, and those events lead us up to tonight's game. At this point, we would like to announce our 13 scholarship winners.
Matter? Pleasure, blow away.
Our first scholarship is the Jack Bailey Memorial Scholarship, and it will be presented by Bill Musser to Daniel Williams of Glendale.
Good question. Yeah, yours is also. That one looks like a capital. Your grandmother went to the same school you did, so that's it's an older school. Yeah, like it still does. PG.
Our second scholarship is the J. Gowan Stoker Memorial Scholarship, and that is presented to Braden Parsons of Tyrone. Our third award is the Central Pennsylvania Coaches Association Scholarship presented by Rob Irwin to Logan Rarick of Bellefonte. Our fourth award is the Tyler Zauzig Memorial Scholarship, presented by Jim and Melinda Zauzig. And that will be presented to two players, Dalton McDermott from Central Mountain and Dom Peruso of Huntington. Our fifth award is the Randy Zook Memorial Scholarship, presented by Travis Zook to Nate Ryden of Mifflin County. Our sixth award is a Snappy Scholarship being presented by Bill Musser to Braylon Phillips of Phillipsburg, Osceola. Our next award is the Jason Showalter Landscaping Scholarship. This will be presented by Jason Showalter to Bobby Hess of Juniata Valley. Our next award is the PA Football News Scholarship, presented by Billy Splain to Kobe Kephart of West Branch. Our next award is the John Hayes Memorial Scholarship. It'll be presented tonight by Nick Lovrich to Colin Gibbons of Bellwood Annis. Our next award is the Mary Slagowski Cheerleading Scholarship. It will be presented by Mary Slagowski to Whitney Manoski.
Good, buddy?
Before we read off the final two recipients, the Coaching Association would like to pause and recognize Mr. Mike Lezzer, owner of Lezzer Lumber Company. This is the 28th year that Lezzer Lumber has been our major sponsor for this game. The coaches would like to pause and publicly thank Mr. Lezzer and family for all he has done for us over the last 28 years. It's been a great relationship, and the coaches want to take a moment and thank the Lezzer Company with a big round of applause.
Mine's at about that minute, like last line. I got a little bit of time left.
And now, our final two scholarship winners from the Lezzer Lumber Company. First of all, from the north, Trey Wingard of DuBois. And our second winner from the south, Cole Delatre. Congratulations to these coaches and players, and at this time, you can exit the field.
And he's in the end zone for the touchdown. Touchdown.
Juggled and caught. PAFootballnews.com and CWTAP. Tap into the state. PAFootballnews.com and CWTAP presents their weekly highlight show, bringing you, the viewers and fans, the best of the weekend's high school and college football action and interviews from all over the state of Pennsylvania. And introducing The View from the Sidelines, where you, the fans, can send in clips of your favorite team or athletes. Simply email your links or clips to Billy@PAFootballnews.com with the subject line, The View, by Sunday morning, and we'll try and present them on the program. PAFootballnews.com and CWTAP Tap into the State. Our weekly highlight show every Tuesday at 9 on CWTAP and the next morning streaming on PFN. We got you covered.
Thank you for calling Promises Internet Service. Please remain on the line. Due to high call volume around the world, it's likely you'll be on hold for, well, over an hour.
Get faster speeds for less money than the national companies at Center Wisp in Central Pennsylvania. Center Wisp is your fast local internet provider. For more information, go to centerwisp.com. That's CENTREWISP.com. Now with faster speeds.
You want to be able to play as hard as you can, as safe as you can.
Whenever I have the safe cap on, it absorbs most of the blow.
You can tell it's a little bit softer. When you get hit, it's just like kind of bounces off instead of reverberates through your helmet.
So when we look at those tests, when we had a safer cover on a football helmet, on average, it reduced accelerations by 11%.
Circle W Sports is the complete all-in-one platform for high school sports, designed by former athletes, coaches, and athletic directors. Circle W Sports gives school and team personnel an easier solution to run their entire athletic departments with the help of these features. League Manager makes creating master schedules a breeze. Configure your divisions, build schedules, track league all-stars, and much, much more. Referee Manager helps assign and track game officials in the same platform. And with RefPay, your officials can get paid within hours instead of days or weeks. Enjoy live scoring and statistical services through our Performance Tracker and Stat Tracker apps. Learn how to track your workout or camp and combine statistics in real time. Then create any type of report after your results are tallied. The Stat Tracker app helps keep your fans involved, whether they are in the stands or at home, with live in-game stats. For more information, visit CircleWSports.com, the official online platforms of PA Football News and the PSFCA Big 33.
Friday night, cold breath hanging in the parking lot. Cleats on concrete, hear the echo pop. Letters on our jackets, stitched in white. Mothers praying, fathers holding tight. Rust on the bleachers, sky like steel. Every hit tonight is gonna feel real. Small town hearts beating out our chest. This is where they put us to the test. Hands to the sky, hear the crowd ignite. Every shadow sharpening in the lights. We've been waiting all damn week for this. No turning back when the whistle hits. Under the Friday lights we rise, painted lines, fire in our eyes. Hear the thunder when the stands collide. This is our town, this is our fight. We don't bend, we don't break tonight. Blood and breath in the freezing white. When the world fades out, this is where we stand. Under the Friday lights, Pennsylvania. Helmet cracked, but the will's still strong. Fourth and inches, gotta carry on. Band plays loud like a battle cry. Every mile of home and that sound tonight. Grass stains deep on our worn out knees. Dreams stitched tight in burgundy. Win or lose, we leave it here. Every ounce, every doubt, every fear. Heartbeats sink to the kickoff drum. Whole damn town counting down from one. If this is all we ever get, we're gonna make 'em never forget. Under the Friday lights we rise, painted lines, fire in our eyes. Hear the thunder when the stands collide. This is our town, this is our fight. We don't bend, we don't break tonight. Blood and breathe in the freezing white. When the world fades out, this is where we stand. Under the Friday lights, Pennsylvania. You feel it in your bones when the cold cuts deep. Every promise you were told to keep. Name on the back, pride on the front. Give me one more play, just one.
would recommend becoming an official because you can feel like you're a part of a sport that you love.
We officiate for the athletes and for the sport that we love, and so as long as you keep them first, then it's going to be a great experience.
So the money I make from officiating for the past few years, I put all that money into savings to pay to finish my college education. In 6 months, when I complete that, I will not be in any debt.
Officiating the state championship and getting that call to officiate the state championship was an emotional thing for me, just because of what I've been through, you know, the ups and downs, and getting that call really meant a lot to me. Sometimes I see student athletes that I officiated years and years ago, and they say, "Man, you did a great job. Thanks for everything you've done."
The very fact that you're still breathing right now is evidence that God has not given up on you, and your story isn't over.
If you're hurting, if you need hope, if you want to ignite the fire of Jesus in your life, the Story Tour is for you.
You're in this place tonight because God's not done.
God is bigger than whatever you're facing, and if he was willing to move in the life of this ex-drug addict, there's no mountain he won't move.
Found and Favored Ministries presents The Story Tour, a one-night event for the hurting and struggling, featuring the music of Alan Scott Band. God stories from across the country.
My name is Lisa, and for 40 years, I've struggled with shame because I had an abortion.
My name's Ken. I stepped away from a 17-year marriage. I stepped away from a 7-year-old daughter.
My story wasn't over.
My story wasn't over.
God is so much bigger than whatever you're facing.
Your story isn't over.
Your story isn't over.
Pastor and suicide survivor Travis Habershon.
God loves to take the menaces of society and turn them into walking miracles of his glory.
The testimony of ex-drug addict Alan Scott.
I was a drug addict and a thief, but 18 years ago, God set me free and gave me a hope of the future.
Join us for an incredible night that will encourage you to believe that God can heal any hurt, move any mountain, and restore any situation. The Story Tour. For more info, visit thestorytour.org.
And welcome back to Mifflin County Stadium here in beautiful, beautiful stadium here. Jay, what are your impressions of the stadium that they built here?
It is definitely a gem. I mean, I believe $18 million new stadium built within the last few years. This is everything you want out of a high school football field and then some. I mean, it's now that took the fresh grass, I believe it looks like artificial turf, but I mean, they put a lot of time, effort, and energy into putting this together, and the dividends were paid off.
It's got like an Ivy League feel to it. It's a beautiful stadium. I wouldn't be opposed to saying hold the game here every year. Lezzer Lumber Classic. It's just a beautiful atmosphere, beautiful game, and I've talked to their IT guy, and I'm hoping to do some work with them. Thoughts on the game so far, Jay?
Well, so far, Billy, I mean, look, it's been a good couple offensive efforts. I mean, Trey Wingard has made some really nice plays on offense, used his feet and his arm, proven why he's been one of the best quarterbacks in the state of Pennsylvania over the last few years. Scoring was tipped off based off of some special teams work. So, the North looking pretty stout, but you can never fully rule out a Homer DeLatre coach team, especially one with the talent that the South has.
No, and what stands out the most is there has been very few penalties going on in this game, and that's unusual for an all-star game because these kids, a lot of them, some of them have played in other all-star games, but most of them have not put the pads on since November.
Exactly.
I mean, with the exception of a couple who made deeper runs into the playoffs in November, the end of October was the end of their season, and they haven't seen pads. Now, you guys mentioned during the broadcast earlier that they only get a couple of days of practice. Here's the nice thing about what we have today in today's technology and world. These kids have their playbooks online, and they can study them. They can do Zoom meetings, and they have done Zoom meetings with their coaches, so they can get a lot in here. As for the contest itself, it's pretty much working out the way we thought it would. The quarterbacks are doing a great job getting the ball out. Cole DeLatre, he's doing a nice job. The receivers are doing a great job. Bellwood Annis has some terrific linemen, and they're doing a good job for the South team, getting in there and get penetration. The run game, a little tough. It's a close game. It's 16-6. The wind has died down. We could see a little bit of the kicking game come in here to play. I'm just excited to see the second half, and it was a pleasure to go down there and give away a scholarship to a fine young man. That was an honor for PA Football News, and I want to thank Patriot Landscaping for making that possible. They were the donors to our site, and I said, hey, let's, owner Dave Cassatt, I said, let's do something. And so we came up with that, and while we're at it, Patriot Landscaping is a proud sponsor of the Lezzer Lumber Football Classic, landscaping and excavating here in the Huntington area. Just down the road, if you need landscaping, if you need mowing, walls, patio, need something dug out, Dave does it all. You need a fall cleanup or a spring cleanup, you need something done in the summer, get a hold of Dave Cassatt. His phone number is 814-380-6273. You can find them Patriot Landscaping and Excavating. Find them on Facebook. That's Patriot Landscaping. So, it's been a fun first half of football.
Yeah.
And I don't think we're going to see many changes in the second half.
Billy, the main thing you brought up is very disciplined. Both teams have had few penalties. We've seen a couple. We've seen one or two near misses, but a virtually clean game coached and played by both teams, which no surprise if you know anything about Homer DeLatre. And, I mean, we got Coach Hill seems to run a tight ship too. So
yeah, I actually just met Coach Hill on the sidelines when I went down to hand out the award. So that was a pleasure to meet him. And we had a couple of miscommunications, some routes that maybe were run wrong, or maybe the quarterback got it wrong. But the quarterback will tell you they never get it wrong.
Right.
They are usually the smartest guy on the field. The quarterback is, but. Great atmosphere here tonight. Beautiful little crowd here. I just can't get over to look at the stadium. I was here last year, right after they opened for a mid-ped conference contest, and I was just immediately impressed with this field and what they've done. And what you can't see on the screen is just over the hill down behind us is a brand new baseball stadium too.
Oh, yes.
And just a beautiful stadium down there. They've got the turf on the infield and looks really good. We've got over on the left of us, and I'm going to see if I can pan the camera out and over to the left. I want to show you guys like all the stuff that they have here. I mean, it's just amazing. They got a camera crew. They have another field over there that they can practice on, a JV field, tennis courts. Just a beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous complex.
Billy, I want to include their practice field, their JV field, is better than a lot of Division II and Division III college stadiums.
It is. It's a very
nice.
nice.
That is a gem. You could legitimately, with our friend, apologies to our host site at a state championship games, you could host a state title game on that field, let alone this one. And even the school itself looks relatively brand new.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they've really
no digs to Cumberland Valley. They do
Cumberland Valley's a great site.
phenomenal job down at Cumberland Valley, welcoming all the media members and the teams there. They've got some great facilities. They've got the indoor turf that teams can warm up on. They've got turf up behind the football field there as well. Kudos to the PIAA. Big shout out to Mark Byers, doing a great job in his first term as the executive director for the PIAA. They just do a great job. I also want to mention, we get a lot of slack thrown at the referees all year long. Everywhere I go, I hear it, I see it. It's terrible. I would encourage everyone, hey, don't criticize the referees. You can sign up. Go to the PIAA website. There's a place you can put on the stripes, and you can see how difficult it is to be a referee. It takes years just to be on a varsity crew. You got to go through a JV crew, and then you get onto a varsity squad. If you're a student, hey, you can definitely sign up to be a referee. Work your way through college. You can do if you get your stripes. You can make a lot of money doing this while you're going to college or doing whatever you want to do. I mean, you've got youth football games you can do, junior high football games, JV football games.
We're going to start the second half and kicking off for the South.
So as we get ready for the second half.
Let's do it, my friend. Well, our camera lady our friend, the camera lady over here, said this was opened up in 2011 or 2012. And you brought up a great point about the refs, man. So many people want to criticize and make misnomers about how they've got one team in their pocket, nonsense like that. Look, this is a very, very tough job, an unforgiving one at that. And the kickoff to start off the second half, going to sail out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Kick goes
And the referees,
the end zone for a touchback.
I've heard it a million times.
1st and 10 for the North at the 20.
The referees don't care. They don't have skin in the game. They do not care. They're just out there doing the job. Yeah, they make mistakes. I make mistakes up here. We don't call a wrong number or whatever. Everybody makes mistakes. Yeah, you called Homer Delatry. You were telling Delatry he was the North coach.
Exactly. See,
homie be upset when he heard that.
Yeah, homie and I are good friends, so I think he'll understand. The air is human, as Billy said, in all walks of life, and
he's a great guy.
Homer's fantastic. These refs, though, like you said, they're here to call straight down the middle game, and things are going to happen. A missed call to you may not be a missed call to them.
That's right.
1st down and 10 for the North at the 15.
By the way, Billy, you mentioned the PA Football News scholarship winner, the winner of that Kobe Kephart of West Branch. So congratulations to Kobe on a fantastic career with the Warriors of West Branch and getting that award. Start of the second half. Back to throw is Delatry going to be complete to number 4. That's going to be
Michael complete to Mario
Serafini of Central Mountain. Into a few yards.
Pushed out of bounds by Evan Edmiston.
Central Mountain, the farthest east.
11 yards on the play, and it'll be a 1st down for the North.
They're the farthest east school of the CPFCA, just this side of Lock Haven. The Wildcats.
The Wildcats
used to be Sugar Valley, Bald Eagle, Nittany, and Lock Haven.
Yep. I was
Lock Haven wore the purple that you see, or very similar to what's down there. They wore the purple.
I remember the Bald Eagle, Nittany, Bald Eagle area rivalry very well. A nice play up the middle, and it's going to be gained. Looks like there may be enough effort first down by Chapman.
Brought down by Caden Horn.
And again, you're listening to this game. You're watching this game, tuned into this game live on PAFootballnews.com. We've got you covered for all things PA football, high school football news. Also, thanks to our friends at CW Tap in Emmaus, where you were watching this game live, our friends back in Eastern PA. Thanks for tuning in to this broadcast of the 42nd Annual Lezzer Lumbar Classic. Shotgun formation. Wingard back to throw. He escapes out of the pocket. Rolls right, and it's going to be caught for the 1st down just outside the 40-yard line. completion to
Wingard's pass
number
is caught by
two,
number 2, Bo Taylor.
Bo Taylor of Bald Eagle area.
It's a gain of 22 yards on the play.
22-yard gain.
First down and 10 for the North at the South 40.
Bo had to slide for that one. Bo knows football, and he knows where to be at the right time with that one.
Travis, that was a rocket. That was a rocket off his arm.
Bo Taylor, great wide receiver. He played a mix of quarterback and running back, and also wide receiver at Bald Eagle this past season.
Wingard with a cannon of an arm. Hand off to number 42. And he's going to gain some yards. There is a flag thrown, though. So we will see if this run
Chapman again
by
on
Chapman
carry.
is called back or not.
Penalty marker on the play.
First, apologies real quick. I was actually confusing it with Grady Fisher.
Got a hold on
it. Against the North.
So, talked about penalties, gentlemen, being very few and far between in the first half. That a costly penalty because that was a very nice run that put them inside the 30-yard line, but instead they're going to be moving back a few. Going to be put back, looks like around the 50-yard line.
The penalty would be marked back 10 yards from the spot of the foul.
Hey, I would be remiss.
First down and 15 for the North.
During halftime, the guy that was
South 45.
handing out the awards and stuff, Rob Irwin, who leads the CPFCA, you cannot say enough about what Rob Irwin does for this group. He is everything. He does all kind of stuff. The guy is tireless. He's constantly on the go. We're glad to see him down on the sidelines, healthy.
And that's going to be a complete pass. And he's dragged back. I think he was going ahead, but he was defense said not so fast. Number 4, Mario Serafini. Serafini with multiple catches on the contest.
But Rob Irwin last year during the Lezzer Lumber game up at Belfont was taking some pictures and took a really, really bad hit. Went down hard, had a concussion. He seems fine, and a year later he's back at it. He's down on the sidelines. He's got a camera in his hand.
Well, Travis, after hearing that, suddenly our seat at the top of the roof here is not so bad after all. We like being in the action, but not directly in the action. Nice throw by Wingard. It's going to be batted down, though. Just short of the receiver, but good defensive instincts, and we're going to have a
pass intended
third
for
down.
near code is incomplete.
Pass intended for code, Travis.
Yeah, that going back to that incident, it
Pass
literally
defense by
happened
number
right in
20,
front of me.
Hess.
So that was a pretty scary situation. But
third down and 14.
with that, underthrown ball, a little handsy there, but it's football.
Hey, it is. Travis, we see something like that, what you saw last year, that's like your life flashing before your eyes.
Yeah, and it was just a football play out of bounds, just two young guys wanting to hit each other, and unfortunately he was just caught in the crossfire there.
We're talking two young guys, but we're talking two alpha males, two raging bulls going at each other, and yeah, that's not fun. Run by number 42, Colton Chapman.
Chapman on the carry.
Gain of a few yards, but we're going to have a fourth down.
Brought down by Edmiston.
Edmiston with the tackle.
Gain of 8. Fourth down and 6.
And a 4th and 6. Also, Billy, I want to give some thanks to game directors Larry Weiser and Tom Shearer, two directors of this football contest.
Tom's from my home area. He's a Penns Valley guy. He's from over this way, actually. He coaches at Penns Valley. He does a lot for this organization as well.
And the North going to go for it here on fourth down. Wingard back to throw. Short dump, but that's going to be incomplete. Almost looks like it was almost picked off. But regardless, it is going to be
which would be a mistake. Which would have been a mistake if he picked it off. He would have lost yardage. So the South over.
First and 10 at their own 36.
So instead of taking over at the 30-yard line, they're taking over at the 36. So
that's right.
As we can call again, we talked about a net negative turning into a positive. But was fourth down anyway, so we're going to have a turnover on downs, and the South will take over. Looking to put some points on the board, down by 10 with 8:28 left to go here in the third quarter.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. I don't know if they'd pick up the first down, but the wide receiver fell accidentally. So
it was good. It was a good attempt. I saw a great play last night. The kid tipped the ball to himself in the air. It was a really nice play in the Penn, Ohio game last night. This is our
Delatre with a quarterback sneak. Going to
Delatre
run out of bounds. Where's the Penn Ohio game at?
The Penn Ohio game was held at Reeves Field at Geneva College last night. Ohio got its third win in a row over Pennsylvania. We gotta fix that for those Beaver County guys. That's an interesting game. This is our All-Star Game tour. We've done 8 of these games so far. We've got one more to do up in Brockway next week.
Home of
Jay,
the Rovers.
You're more than welcome to join us on the broadcast, Jay, if you want to take a trip to Brockway.
Love to. We had incomplete pass. We got 3rd down and 5 to go.
Beautiful stadium.
Delatre's pass intended for Gibbons is incomplete.
They've got a
and 5.
dike in one end zone, and I remember one of the things I remember distinctly during COVID when you couldn't come in the stadium, the entire dike was lined with people. They had a dump truck with people sitting on the dump truck on the dike watching the football game. It was really neat to see.
That's a unique environment. Latre back to throw. I mean, he's going to be hit hard and sacked behind the line of scrimmage. Bull rush by the North.
Sacked by number
52, Brent Parker of Central Clarion. And that's going to be a 4th down. Parker, Travis, burst through that offensive line like a man possessed, and he would not be denied with that sack.
15.
I think that would be our first sack of the game, I believe.
We've
Could
had
be.
a couple of near misses, a couple of hits, but no sacks. So you are right. Good analysis. First sack.
Also, I don't want to announce your jinxes, but I don't think we've had a turnover yet.
Okay. Don't jinx it. You know how superstitious these athletes are, man. And nice. That one actually a little bit of a high and tight. Bounces inside the 41-yard line, outside the 40. And there is a penalty flag down.
Goes out of bounds at the 40-yard line. There is a penalty marker on the play.
So we'll see what this penalty marker is. Now, Travis, for the listening or the watching audience, viewing audience at home, if this is a penalty against the punting team, what would be the next step? Would they have to punt it again, or do they got to, just take it, move back some yards from where the ball was fielded? I put you on the spot there.
Showing my football intelligence a little lacking on that. I think it would just back them up or back them forward.
Yeah, it would back them up a little bit. They're not going to make them, I don't believe, punt it again.
It's an eligible man downfield. It's declined.
So it is declined. So, see, all that thought process we put into it, the penalty was declined anyway, so it's all for naught.
You can't do that to me. It's been how many months without football?
Move the ball to the 45-yard
See,
line.
the refs are
10. First down and 10 for the North.
So we got 1st and 10 at the 45 for the North. Up 16-6 here with 7:25 left to go in the second half, 3rd quarter. Back to throw. Pass complete to number 21. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. He's at the 30 and pushed out of bounds. Big complete pass to number 31.
Dante Lezzer's pass complete to number 21.
21, excuse me.
Cooper Braun.
Cooper Braun.
He's pushed out of bounds at the 30-yard line where it'll be 1st down and 10 for the North.
So at the 30-yard line, Cooper Braun of Clearfield with a big reception. 2nd gear turned up. And we have the North pushing the football deep into South Territory.
It's also new quarterback Dante Lezzer for them.
Number 16, yep.
Lezzer does have the touchdown pass in the first half.
He does.
Colton Ryan on the carry.
He's also the son
brought down by Gavin Harrington
of one of our sponsors.
Yeah.
He's the son of the main sponsor.
Lost of a yard on
That's
the play.
right.
His last name's Lezzer. I'm
That's
going
right.
to assume the game's named Lezzer Lumber
Yep.
Classic. There's some kind of relation going on.
There
So
is.
the son.
That's probably why he's from Kerwinsville as well.
That would make sense. Home of the Crimson Tide. So Lezzer displaying the lumber with that arm there with some
Golden Tide, by the way.
Golden Tide. Crimson Tide's Alabama. We don't talk about them yet.
Or Pottsville.
Or Pottsville. That's right. Pottsville's the Crimson Tide. There's a pass, and that one's going to be picked off. That's going to be picked. No, it's
No.
not. No. In and out.
What was I saying earlier?
Pass intended for Serafini is broken up at the goal line. 3rd down.
You almost broke the jinx. I almost spoke it into existence. So we're batting 1,000 here, Travis. It looked like it was picked off, but it's not. Keep the turnover-free game.
I think he unfortunately dropped it there on the way down.
Hand it off. And he's right behind the line of scrimmage.
Great play there. We haven't really seen that many TFLs either.
No, we haven't.
For a loss by Harrington.
So Harrington with the big tackle for loss.
Loss of 3.
Loss of 3. And we're going to have a 4th and 11.
4th down and 14 for
4th
the
and
North.
14, excuse me.
You know, I was down there watching the players, and specifically him was down there. Even though he's a senior, going to college or whatever, he's still practicing with his coaches what he can do better tackling, and it's an ever-evolving learning curve.
What I like about coaches, you never stop teaching. Never stop teaching, and the players never stop learning. That's what they go for it here on 4th down.
Pass.
That's a handoff, and it's going to be incomplete, so we're going to have a turnover on downs with 5:39 left to go here in the
Cooper Broad on the halfback option. His pass ball is
last
incomplete.
night at the game, there was a pass.
South will take over on downs. First down and 10.
You don't get much practice with these teams putting in offense, but every single All-Star team has one trick play that they put in, just in case.
And they just used theirs, right? They just pulled their card right there.
Really ain't that much of a trick play, but last year to start the game, there was a onside kick.
That's right.
Yep, that BG, was that BG Claysburg? No, that was the playoffs a couple years ago.
No, this.
Oh, it was
yeah.
here, okay. Hey. Opening kickoff, the onside kick. Hey, that's what you call putting your brass out on the table and saying, hey, stop me if you can.
Unfortunately, it did not work.
Did they wind up scoring a touchdown? The other team.
DeLautre's
Man,
pass
I don't
complete to
remember.
number 15, Braden Parsons.
I'm thinking of that because I remember.
Remember that one because Noah
Brought down by number 7, Logan Skibeck.
Noah Radio from State College.
Gain of 4, second down and 6.
I wasn't paying attention very well.
Not you. When a situation like this, a game like this, I mean, you have nothing to lose by putting those trick plays out there. And that it was 4th and long. I mean, it's a 50-50 chance of flourishing or flopping. And so there's no failing that. We got a wide open receiver. We find him in DeLatre. Lets that rifle wide open. Oh, and he jumps and catches it inside the 20. He's inside the 10 and dropped down. A big-time play by the South. Complete number 15.
Tyrone's Braden Parsons.
Braden Parsons. DeLatre to Parsons, and we are 1st and goal at the 6-yard line. Biggest play from scrimmage of the game for either team. But the South now down by 10 with a monster play. Momentum 56 yards.
1st and goal at the 7.
Hold on to it. Looks like he's wide open touchdown, but there is a penalty flag. So before we get too celebratory,
DeLatre's pass is complete for a touchdown, but there is a penalty on the play.
So the would-be touchdown pass was to number 15, Braden
Illegal
Parsons.
man downfield against the South.
But going to be brought back by the illegal man downfield, as Billy stated. Number 64 is Tyson Adams of Juniata Valley.
When you got a scrambling quarterback, you got to watch out for that.
Got to watch out for all moving elements. So 1st and 10 at the listed here is the 11-yard line. Back to off to number 6, and that's going to be pulled up the middle.
Logo on the carry.
Holton up plays for Kimball with the run.
Yeah, he went with a delayed draw on that play there for a pass on this play.
Straight back in the shotgun formation. Got a 4 wideout set. 15 in motion. Great Parsons in motion, back to throw.
There's their trick play.
And it's picked off. It's picked off. The trick play does not work out. Worked out adversely. Interception looks like it's by number 20. That's going to be Charlie Hep, the central player.
Rep Lobel's pass is intercepted by Charlie Hempel.
So Rep Lobel, smart thought, I say again, they went for the gamble. Sometimes gamble pay and sometimes gambles don't. That one's a crucial turnover deep in their territory.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure there. He must have went colorblind on that one.
Take over first down at the 10.
The announcer said it was Rep Local, but it's actually Braden Parsons that threw that interception.
So Parsons with the pick.
It was quarterback to Parsons, and yeah.
always more comfortable with the quarterback actually throwing the ball.
Yeah, me too. Most. Now, if you've got a situation where you've got a quarterback that can play running back too, and you got two arms in there, but not normally.
Paper flying everywhere
Yeah, we
up
got
here.
stuff flying.
Wind's back.
Direct snap. Hand it off. That's going to be a big run by
Chapman on the carry.
By Chapman, number 42.
Brought down by Caden Horn.
Caden Horn with the tackle.
Gain of 11 yards on the play. First down and 10 for the North.
First down for the North at their own 21-yard line.
Colton wasn't the reason why P.O. had a good season this year, but he was definitely one of the biggest reasons,
He was
or biggest part.
Huge contributing factor. Ski back to throw, shotgun formation, handoff. He's going to gain a couple of yards before being brought down at about the 26-yard line.
Chapman on the carry.
Run again by Chapman.
Brought down again by Harrington.
Chapman has certainly been the workhorse for the North this game.
He has.
You know, unfortunately for P.O., P.O. is one game off for their first playoff game, and I don't know how long. But came up, one game short.
Second down and 4.
Roman has him turned in the right direction finally. He's doing a good job up there at Phillipsburg. Look for them to have a decent team this year.
I have a feeling you build off a season like that when you come close, and you stay hungry. But when you've grown like they did, there's nothing shameful to be said about it. Quarterback sneak, hold on to it, and he's going to be stopped at about the 29-yard line.
Skiback on the
Skiback
keeper.
with the carry.
Tackled by Caden Horn.
Yeah, Phillipsburg, they had a couple of games last year that they were very close to winning.
Talked to
Vroman at the East-West games and a couple other places, and he was a little disappointed. He took the blame himself, which a good coach always does. A little play here, a missed call there, and they're a playoff team.
That game they needed, I believe they lost their quarterback, their starting quarterback, and they had to go to freshman.
Very early in the game, too. Skiback holds on to it again. For carrying, it's going to be
Skiback
the
on the
32-yard line.
Which for a freshman, he didn't play that bad. So
that's what you call baptism by fire, though, and he held his own, that's for sure.
Yeah, 145
Takes
and counting.
the ball to the 33-yard line where it'll be first down and 10 for the North.
With a first down, 145 and counting in the third quarter. It's been a really nice game so far. Really nice game.
Our prediction of a bunch of scoring, though, seems to be off the mark. So far, it's been a defensive struggle.
Yeah, just a little bit.
But the main thing I want to say about P.O. to close up that conversation, Billy, is they're building a culture there, and that is the most important thing to set the tone early on.
their roster is so small, and it's finally gaining up.
Gaining legs. Oh, he's going to be stopped and sacked behind the line of scrimmage. Is Wingard. Big defensive rush.
Wingard is sacked by number 58, Christian Jennings.
And the sack made by Christian Jennings of Bellwood Annis. Second sack of the contest.
It's a loss of 9 yards on the play. Second down and 19.
Got a second and 19. Jennings, though, he broke through that offensive line almost effortlessly, and it was he's a man possessed once he got past there.
Yeah, we got a shot of Rob Irwin there on the sideline, the man who does many things for this football game and this league.
Handoff, and he's going to be stopped. Another carry.
You know, all these coaches.
Carry.
A lot of coaches have to do. You know, all the coaches have to do something.
South defenders.
Just down below us in the press box is Jesse Nagel from Bald Eagle area, and the phenomenal, and a good friend of mine, former Clearfield coach. Come on, you got his name right.
Tim.
That's
Ladies
right.
and gentlemen, that is the end of the third quarter with your score.
Coach Tim.
North 16.
Tom Janocco. It's Tim Janocco.
Tim Janocco.
That's right. Downstairs, they're working the game as officials as we head into the fourth quarter, and what we're going to do, and I never
Ladies and gentlemen,
switched.
your attention, please, for a few announcements.
I'm gonna call myself out on this one. I never switched from halftime to third quarter, so that was the third quarter. We are now in quarter number 4.
We also have our final raffle winners of the night. The end of the third quarter raffle.
So I'll take a blame on that one.
White of Beach Creek.
That was all that running up and down,
Beach
trying to get down to the field, back up to the field. I took the blame.
Well, you're a man who wears many hats, so you know.
Well,
I didn't notice until you said something.
I'm not wearing a hat tonight at all because the wind blew it off.
It blew it off down the road.
it, yeah.
See, I knew Tim, but I wasn't going to pronounce his last name because I would have butchered it. It's
Tim
like
Janoko.
Janoko, so it's like Sunoco, but Janoko.
Yeah.
Great
his
coach.
Son
Great coach.
elevated to quarterback to a coach.
Yep.
He's what they call it? I think they named him the offensive coordinator at for the Raiders this year.
Yep. Yeah, he was with Seattle, the Super Bowl winning Seahawks.
Yeah. So Tim's got a Super Bowl winning son.
Yep.
Christian Lezzer played for Clearfield. And I can tell you, Christian Lezzer, when you do this for so long, you remember certain things. Christian Lezzer delivered one of the hardest hits I have ever seen in high school football. I don't remember what team they were playing, but I just remember watching him load up and just clobber a guy.
So we're talking
Third down and
we're talking
18
hits.
for
Are we
the
talking
North
David
at the
Clowney on
24.
Michigan type hit, or are we talking?
It was a big hit.
So he laid the lumber, for lack of a better term. Back to throw is Wingard. Time he's got an open receiver number 4, but that one looks like it may have been picked off.
Wingard's
It was
pass
picked off.
is intercepted.
It was picked off by number 30.
Colin Gibbons.
Colin Gibbons of
Gibbons.
Bellwood Annis with the
It'll be
interception.
first down for the South at the North 48.
So a big momentum shift for the South. Let's see if they can capitalize on that and put some points on the board.
And there's that turnover Travis was talking about.
Yeah.
That's 2 now.
That's 2 now.
You spoke it into existence. You spoke it into life, Travis.
Another one of those turnovers, courtesy of Travis Snyder.
At least it wasn't right after I said it.
Not right after, but shortly thereafter. We'll give you some grace and leeway on that.
Such a beautiful night it turned into here at Mifflin County High School.
Belatre, shotgun formation. We've got 4 wide out set.
So
Back to throw. That's going to be complete. And he's going to gain some yardage. It's a completion made to number 20.
It's Colin Gibbons
pass
again.
is complete to number 30, Caden Gibbons.
Caden Gibbons with the reception. Colin Gibbons.
Brought down by
Lewistown.
We are in Lewistown.
Yes.
Okay.
I took the Burnham exit
First
to get here,
down
though.
and 10 for the South
So first,
at the 36.
first down. Yeah, it's the fine line, Burrow. It's going to be handed off, and that's going to gain a few yards.
Eli Rice, the ball
By
carrier.
Eli Rice.
Brought down at the 32-yard line.
Brought down at the 32. It's going to be a second and 7.
Down and 6.
Billy, one says 6, one says 7. We'll give him the 6. So it's going to be second and 6, 32-yard line. Another handoff and another run.
I'll tell you something about stats.
Belatre on the keeper.
You can have 5 different media guys sitting in a booth doing their own stats, and they'll all come up with a
Gain of
different
a
stat.
yard.
It might be a yard or 2 off on each one.
Third down and 5
Like,
for the South.
I might give the guy
At the North,
the
31.
extra third of a yard and give him a whole yard, where somebody will say, well, he didn't get the whole yard, so it's only 2 yards.
So there's usually that yard of window of opportunity we like to capitalize on. Shotgun formation, back to throw. Mr. Lotry, he's got a open receiver, but there's looks like no flag thrown. And one of those fine line calls,
Belatre's pass
but
intended for Gibbons is incomplete.
I think it was a clean play.
I think it was a clean play, too. It was 2 guys going for the ball.
Try not to be biased. I work at Bellwood, so trying to want these Bellwood people to get good. But
4th down and 6.
You do
for
now
the
work
South.
at Bellwood, so congratulations on that. Remember when you told me that? That's a good thing.
yeah, Tyrone guy working at Bellwood, that doesn't make sense. But
Yeah.
but the great Kerry Naylor also works at Bellwood.
Caden
So
Snare will attempt a
We're going to
48-yard
have a
field goal.
48-yard field goal attempt by Snare.
Into the wind.
Kicking into the wind, yeah. So with the wind factor, Billy, this is more like about a 53 or 54-yarder.
he's made a 42 this year, and that's blocked.
That
Not
one,
quite.
That one wouldn't have been good from 0.
Blocked at
Snare's
the
kick is
line.
no good. 10-13 to play in the 4th quarter. It's the North 16 and the South 6.
In the words of the late great Bob Uecker, just a bit outside.
Yeah.
But I think Travis did say hands were on the ball, so.
That was a tough one.
Yeah, you're kicking 48 yards. That's
Well, you
hard,
got to
but-
also remember the center and the holder and the kicker, they're all unfamiliar with each other in this game.
True. See if you guys know the reference. Laces out, man. Laces out.
Dan Marino.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was a good
Laces
call.
out.
Probably field goal, then you'd be up by, or you need a touchdown to tie it.
You're looking at that. You're looking at a punt, which, it's going to stay a lot of bounds line up at the 20, unless you really pin it tight. But you go for the play.
First
that was
and
a smart
10
play.
for
Go
the
for the
North
point.
at the 20.
You're down by 10. We got about 10 minutes left in this game. Got to go for it.
It's all-star game. Show off your kicker.
That's it. Think
Can't-
about Homer. Go ahead, Jeff.
Can't hold back now.
Uh-huh. That's a nice jumping catch by number 21, it looks like, with made a reception.
Yep.
Reception made by Cooper Broad.
Yeah, I don't
Lezzer's
feel
pass
like it. We're
complete
10
to
minutes left in the game. I kind of
Cooper let
forgot
us
about
know
that.
it's a first down.
So it is a first down. Broad with a broad jump to catch that one.
Gain of 10 yards on the play.
Gain of 10.
First down and 10 for the North.
Yeah, Travis, you mentioned there, we're in the fourth quarter, 9:50 and counting left to go. These games fly by. Once you get on these mics and start talking or start watching, it's just like 1 minute to kick off, waiting for the kickoff. The next minute, you're wrapping it up.
I mean, here in August, it's going to start, then it's going to be over.
No doubt. No. Hand off and a run.
Chapman.
Played by Chapman.
Yeah, Jay, I think you're going to really enjoy being a part of this team. We have a good group of people. We have fun.
Chapman on the carry.
Tripped
up after a gain of 5.
I can't say enough about the staff at PA
Second
Football
down
News.
and
There's
5 at the 35.
anywhere between 60 and 70 of us on a Friday night covering high school football. We get together on our Sunday night. We have our meetings on Zoom, and we have a good time. We have a blast, and we always recommend to everybody, hey, we can't all cover the state championships, but everybody should go down and be a part of that.
Oh, yes.
It's a great time, and we do that. We had like 15 people down there, 16 people last year.
Tell you what, I managed to go to the state championship games the last 2 years. One of the best games I've ever witnessed.
Chapman again on the
Was
carry.
that first Avonworth Northwestern Lehigh game.
Yeah, we were all
Unbelievable.
we were all talking
Gain
about
of
that
3.
game. And we were
Third
hoping
down and 2.
we were hoping that the rematch would be good, but I got to see Avonworth play against Penn Cambria, and it was just crazy. Avonworth just turned on the gas those last 3 or 4 games, and you weren't stopping that team. And they're going to be good again this year. They're going to be right up there at the top. They've got a lot of guys back. Jaden Jones, all kind of E1 offers as we see a run here once again.
He's only a sophomore, if I'm not mistaken. Or they got. I know there's a sophomore that.
He's a junior, and he's
Chapman on the carry.
racking up the offers this year. They got a bunch of guys.
So to tell you how good Avonworth is, when we saw it last year, they moved up in weight class. They beat Thomas
Tripped up
Jefferson.
by
They
Christian
beat they
Jennings.
beat Aliquippa, and they beat them soundly.
Gain of 4.
And Northwestern Lehigh was
First
running a
down and
31
10
game
for the
winning
North
streak.
at the own
And
42.
they went out there and just put it to them. They were not going to be denied. That Avonworth team is exceptionally coached. Duke Johncore, great coach, good team. I mean, there's a lot of talent. Like you said, you're going to see them back this year for sure. That one's going to be complete to number 21. And we're going to be just Cooper Broadwin, another reception.
Gibbons with the tackle
Lezzer's
there.
pass complete to Cooper Broad. Brought down by Colin Gibbons.
I want to add to that about the PA Football News.
Gain of 5.
I like doing this stuff. I didn't know where to
Second
start.
down and
All I
5
had to do was post a
at the
video on
38.
Twitter.
Yep.
Then I got hit up being like, hey, do you want to be a part of this? And well, now I'm here. Didn't expect it a couple years ago. And
I never stopped recruiting.
Well, he does. I'll tell you my story. How I wound up with this. I'm online and I'm like, I got the itch to call high school football again because I did it last year and did it years before. And Billy said, "How about next Friday in Mifflin? Sign me up. It's an honor to be part of the team. Thank you for giving me this chance, Billy.
It's fun.
I look forward to being part of this for a long time to come."
We have a
Lezzer
blast.
tosses to number 0, Colton Ryan.
I mean, right now there's 6 of us here tonight during this game.
It's a gain of 8 yards on the play. It results in a first down for the North at the South 45.
Another thing that we do at PA Football News is we offer internships for high school kids and college kids.
Yeah.
You get experience that you won't get anywhere else. Our professionals, we talk about things on our Zoom meetings, and we help interns out. So if you're interested in being a high school football intern on the greatest high school football football website team
Timeout. South.
in the country, I suggest you get a hold of me, Billy Splain at pafootballnews.com. Just gonna be my contact information is all over. We got a timeout on the field, folks. And with the North leading 16-7 over the South in the 42nd Lezzer Lumber game, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back.
You'd be filling the blanks too well.
And welcome back to Mifflin County Stadium.
PA football news. We've
Back
got
to the
you
action.
covered.
First down and 10 for the North at the South 45.
Also, thanks to our good friends at CW Tap and Emmaus for airing this broadcast live. Billy, what kind of internships do you guys have for PA football news? We were talking about that a little bit at the last intermission, before the last intermission.
Yeah, tough carry there. Again,
Colton
a couple
Ryan, the
yards.
ball carrier.
Colton Ryan with a Terry. We do all kind of stuff. We
Brought down by a host of South defenders.
We offer writing,
Gain of one.
journalism. We
Second
offer
down
photography
and
internships. We are stepping into video reports, much like you'd see on a Friday night. So we're having people. As a matter of fact, I talked to the folks here at Mifflin County, and I think we're going to work something out with them, doing some video reports, just like you would see on a Friday night newscast. You know, we send kids out and they can do their own little video report and recap. We also have data mining interns and stuff like that.
And off in a big burst over the middle. He's got some plus yardage, brought down at about the 26-yard
Ryan,
line.
the ball carrier.
Run by Colton Ryan.
And guys, that's a big carry for Colton Ryan right there.
By Caden Horn.
And for the North, because with 5 minutes and under 6 minutes and
It's an
counting,
18-yard run and a first down for the North.
that makes
at
it
the
kind of
South
tough to
26.
come back.
The big thing they're doing here, runs like that, continue to chew away the clock and make the window of opportunity for a comeback by the South that much more difficult.
So right now that field goal kind of looking a little iffy, actually, now that you think of it.
Yeah, but, you know, it's that or you go for it and miss. I mean, it's 50-50 one way or the other. Heads I win, tails you lose. You know what I mean? Another run by Colton Ryan. And he's inside
Ryan,
the
the ball
20-yard line.
carrier. Brought down by Evan Edmiston.
Edmiston with the tackle. .440 left to go here in the fourth quarter. North
Gain of
leading
8 yards
16-6.
on the play.
Gain of
Second
8.
down and 2 at the 19.
And we will be to write down our personal MVPs here for the football contest. You'll be hearing that at the end of the game. It was a Larry Johnson won the MVP of this game previously, if I'm not mistaken. Larry Johnson wound up having a very good career for the Kansas City Chiefs. Those are a little bit of tomfoolery on the field, but no harm, no foul as we got 4 minutes
Almost
to go.
recovered by Serafini.
Serafini with the quick instincts to jump on that.
Loss of 4 yards on the play.
A loss of 4.
Third down and 6.
We got a third and 6.
21.
Next week, we'll be at Brockway Stadium for the Verichetti All-Star Game. District 9 teams involved in that one. Always a good game. We get to be on the air with the great, infamous Phil Protime Myers.
Lezzer back to throw. Going to hold on to it and run, and he's going to be dropped down just outside the 20.
Lezzer on the keeper.
Phil, a staple of PA football news.
Big time. He's been
Brought
with
down
me.
for no gain.
He
number 7, Don Peruso.
was with me when I had WesternPAFootball.net. That's a long time. He's taken a little bit of a
Ladies
step
and gentlemen,
back.
your attention, please. If you still
He's
have a
only
loose
covered
line with
11
player
regular
now,
season
please
games
bring
this
that
year.
to the press box as soon as possible.
Not
Thank
bad
you.
for a 70-year-old man.
Yeah, the hustle never stops when we're in this field, my friend. So we're just notified, Travis, to give our...
Phil was actually
4th
here
down and 6
at
the 21.
At this stadium for the infamous Twin Valley equipping last year in the playoffs. Big run. Huge run.
Big run over it. And that's going to be inside the 15-yard line.
Dante Lezzer on the keeper.
Lezzer with the keeper.
Who you going to put for your North defensive MVP? I actually have no idea.
Yeah, North defensive. I
Correction, Skibeck on the carry.
Skibeck with the carry. North defensive MVP.
It's a gain of 10 yards on the play. It'll be 1st down and 10 for the North at the South 11.
That's a tough one, man. That's a real tough one. I mean, that's we did see a big sack earlier in the game, so without tipping my cap too much. Hold on to it and run inside the 10. Slides down. Well, that was a tough hit.
Oof. Head took a shot to the head there.
Yeah,
Skibeck on the keeper.
Skibeck with the keeper.
Slides down at the 8-yard line.
Gavin Harrington just
gain of 3.
don't think he was expecting him to
2nd
slide
down
down
and
there. Just
7.
kind of got the helmet. Wonder if they're okay with accepting a blank fourth defense. Like the whole team.
130 and counting.
It is tough to pick. No, it's a 16-6. It's been a strong defensive effort. Let's be close. 118 left to go. Hold on to it. Inside the 5.
Skibeck again on the keeper.
Skibeck with some nice runs in that.
Timeout.
And that's going to be a timeout for the South.
I don't know, but I'm going to hear music in my sleep tonight. Being next, we've got this giant speaker right next to us. Looks like a dog coop.
By the time you get home, the headache might be gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says return this with 3 minutes left in the game. Well, I think we're run out there.
So here we go. North bringing the ball up. They want to score one more time, and I'm sure the South doesn't want another score put on.
Back to the action. It'll be 3rd down and 2 for the North.
Try to close
at
this
the
out
4.
with an exclamation.
Listen to that communication on defense.
They are still playing. There's a carry up the middle, and that's going to be just short of the end zone.
Chapman on the carry. 1st down and goal at the 1.
Goal at the 1.
They are really trying to get a playoff here.
Yeah, they are.
Everybody's trying to get a play in. There's 40 seconds and counting. Lezzer carries the play in. Kind of. $30 seconds and counting.
Well, judging by the sideline says Chapman put it in, so I'm expecting a run by Chapman here, potentially.
We could see a quarterback sneak as well, or
To Chapman.
good call. And
He does not get in.
nope, just a.
And that's going to be the end of the game, folks.
Chapman on the carry.
That'll wrap it
And
up.
that'll be your ball game, folks.
Send him downstairs.
From the Lezzer Lumber Classic.
Falls to the north,
The
16
North
to
16,
6.
South 6. Congratulations to the North and head coach Chase Hill for the victory.
And welcome to the CPSCA Chase Hill.
Ladies and gentlemen, as the players are shaking hands, each player tonight had to get an individual sponsor for this game. The Coaching Association would like to take this opportunity to thank all of the player sponsors that are in attendance tonight. Those player sponsors supply the financial...
We're going to hang out here. We want to thank our sponsors. Leading Edge Fundraising. Go to leadingedgefundraising.com/contact. They'll get you hooked up and bringing in money for your organizations. That's leadingedgefundraising.com. Check them out if you're looking to make some money. I want to thank Patriots Landscaping for being a sponsor of this game. Patriot Landscaping, if you need anything done in a yard, dug or trimmed or mowed or anything, cleaned up, get a hold of Dave Cassat at Patriot Landscaping. Find them on Facebook, Patriot Landscaping. I want to thank our other sponsors. I got to thank SaveForSports.com. Save for Sports, Ziggy doing a great job of protecting our players with helmet covers. And I want to thank
As the players finish
Coach Com providing better communications on the sidelines.
We ask your indulgence to please stay for a short post-game.
I want to thank all of our CWTAP viewers for tuning in, and all of our sponsors, including
program and their game jersey. The players received these gifts during this past week at practice, and we hope that each player established a
Center
friendship
Wisp,
or two
who keeps us online with PAFootballNews.com. For Jay and for Travis, I'm Billy Splain. This is PA Football News. This was the 42nd annual Lezzer Lumber Football Classic, won by the North, 16-6. We'll have a full wrap-up on PAFootballNews.com. Go to PAFootballNews.com for all your football needs.
We will announce.
We'll see you next week
momentarily.
in Brockway.